guys, how's it going? This is Lita from the Sypnotix. I will be the first to admit that I was incredibly skeptical of this product when Alex unexpectedly told me one day that he purchased it.
Growing stuff. Come here, dogs. All right. We have this piece. And then this piece.
I had been served this Instagram ad a few times, but didn't consider myself a green thumb, nor did I think I would ever be a millennial who would own one of these in my home. Here we are, 2 months later, with plants that are still alive and thriving. We've had one full harvest so far, and it is now time for my full review of the Lettuce Grow Farmstand. So what the heck is a farmstand? Hydroponics have been around for a while now, but if you're not familiar with the plant growing game, it's essentially the ability to grow plants without soil. There's a system in place allowing water to trickle through a series of plants that allow it to grow without the need to have traditional potting. This allows people to efficiently grow multiple plants next to each other without having to waste a lot of space and water. The Lettuce Grow Farmstand is a stacked, modern hydroponic system that allows you to grow up to 36 plants in one body that can be used either indoor or outdoor. It waters itself after you fill up the tank initially and only requires a 15-minute maintenance session once a week. It's perfect for small homes, apartments, or urban families that want to try growing plants without a ton of effort. It also may very well fulfill your dream of becoming a farmer from the comfort of your couch, just like when you played Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing as a kid. We started off with the smallest farmstand starter kit, which allows for 12 plants, approximately 3 feet tall, and added an additional layer for 6 more plants after our first harvest. For those who are growing indoors like we are, you'll also need to purchase the ring lights, which are also known as glow rings, needed to give the plants optimal light for them to grow efficiently. Without a doubt, the farmstand is eye-catching and an architectural design element in its own right. Its sleek and modern white frame meshes well with both indoor and outdoor furniture. The farmstand is made with BPA-free materials that are FDA food grade and recycled from ocean-bound plastic. I received countless compliments from my coworkers about how modern it looks on Zoom calls, and one colleague even referred to it as a Mars garden, which I thought was super cool. We were able to place it in a corner of our dining room that actually has it blend in seamlessly. Separately, we chose to purchase a movable pot stand for rotating more easily during harvest. In addition, a large silicone mat was also a quick buy on Amazon for easy cleanup when doing maintenance. The pieces for the farmstand ship separately, but connect together like Lego pieces with ease. The farmstand has multiple bins that connect together with PVC pipes inside that water runs through. If you're growing indoors, you'll alternate layers with glow rings. The whole process took us under an hour to set up. Instructions were clear for the most part, and Lettuce Grow also has videos on YouTube for you to watch for reference if needed. I love that Lettuce Grow ships your seedlings last so that you can prepare ahead of time and not worry about your seedlings wilting. We prepped our farmstand a few days prior to our seedlings' arrival and simply added water to the tank and popped them in when they came. There's also timers that come with the farmstand so that you can manually set them for watering and light. So, how do plants actually grow once the farmstand is set up? Another unique aspect to Lettuce Grow is you can order a variety of seedlings from their website. They are approximately $2.50 each and the foundation to what you grow in your farmstand. There's over 200 different options to choose from on their site, but Lettuce Grow pre-grows these non-GMO seedlings, so they're a few weeks old already when they arrive at your home. They are perfectly molded to fit your farmstand cases, and you simply pop them in and give them a slot on your farmstand. When we originally ordered our starter kit, we had selected a variety of seedlings. Keep in mind that if you're growing only indoors, you'll have a much smaller selection of plants to choose from. Unfortunately, due to FedEx shipping, our seedlings arrived late, and about half of them were wilted and dead upon arrival. You have a week to reach out to Lettuce Grow during this time if your seedlings arrive in bad condition, and they'll simply ship out a new set for you. While we were a little worried the first time around, our second batch arrived perfectly healthy and on time. It's really hard to expect perfection with how everything is shipped and handled nowadays, but it's reassuring to see that Lettuce Grow takes care of its customers just like this. We also added labels to each of our pods so that we can keep track of what we're growing. Lettuce Grow will offer recommendations for some plants that should be placed towards the bottom of the farm stand due to their weight when grown, but you otherwise have a lot of freedom to place them anywhere else. For now, we're growing a variety of cherry tomatoes, basil, strawberries, blue kale, mixed greens, and lettuce varieties. If you have multiple people in your family or prefer some vegetables over the others, I highly recommend ordering multiple seeds of the same plant so that you can enjoy them. For those who are a little more adventurous, you can also create your own seedlings, but they will take a little bit longer to grow if you're starting from scratch. We haven't quite done that yet, but once we get the hang of farming a bit more, we may very well try growing them on our own as well. So our first harvest came about 3 to 4 weeks after we set up the farm stand. I'll chat more about the app later and its notifications, but once you start seeing your farm stand fill up, you have a pretty good indicator that your plants are ready for harvesting. Some seedlings like lettuce and greens mixes can easily be harvested using the cut and come again method, so you can harvest multiple times throughout one season. Now, the first time we did this, Alex and I really had no idea what we were doing. Lettuce Grow has plenty of videos on how to harvest, but if you're a newbie, it does take some confidence and practice to get it right. We are still learning as we go, and we've cut either too little or too much in a few instances with trial and error. Nevertheless, harvesting is probably the most rewarding part of owning the farm stand, and you get to see the fruits of your labor come to life. We've come to love grabbing our bins and buckets and taking turns trimming and harvesting our plants. There's something that makes you feel really good about seeing what you've grown and recognizing that you made this and you're watching it come to life before you. I personally have enjoyed harvesting vegetables like lettuce because there's a lot of bang for your buck, and it's such a versatile vegetable that it can go in so many different meals. I was skeptical of how much maintenance would go into the farm stand. I grew up in constant awe at the amount of effort my parents took to tending to their garden and worrying over watering too much or too little. Although there is still some maintenance involved in having a healthy farm stand, it's surprisingly minimal and easy to do. In terms of regular care, you simply need to check the water level each week of your farm stand to ensure that there's water in the tank. Now, while Lettuce Grow recommends 20 gallons, we found that to be excessive for farm stands that don't have the maximum number of seeds. And with 18 plants, we're able to water with about half the tank full. With the starter kit, you get 2 types of plant food that you'll scoop each week and mix with a wooden stirrer. In order to ensure an optimal environment for growth, the last thing you'll want to do is check the pH level of your water. Depending on where you live, the water may be hard or soft, and ours is especially hard here in Southern California. So we'll typically add about 2 scoops of pH down after the plant food, and then you check the pH levels with drops that you mix to check for the color with. And that's it. The whole process literally takes less than 15 minutes each week. Lettuce Grow also recommends a seasonal reset of your farm stand. You'll be able to typically harvest somewhere between 3 and 4 times with each set of plants, depending on how well you've maintained and previously cut them. We've only done 1 reset so far, but the process is basically taking apart your farm stand and cleaning it before growing new seedlings in them. Not surprisingly, once your seedlings have reached full maturity, the roots grow pretty deep within the tank, and it's a good idea to get all that gunk out before restarting. We rinsed our farm stand outside on a sunny day with a hose and just let it dry out in the sun before bringing it back in and reassembling the pieces. So far, I've mentioned a lot of what I love about the farm stand. It works just as advertised and is easy to care for. Lettuce Grow does a great job of also advertising their app, which is supposed to remind you when to care for your plants and gives easy access to reordering supplies and seedlings. For those who are sustainably focused, you can also see the impact you've created on the environment and how much water and plastic you've saved through your app. That's pretty cool. Now, while there are some nice features on the app, this is probably one area that I am hopeful Lettuce Grow will improve upon. First, the shipping on our original seedlings was incorrect and had a ship date of a year before we even ordered them. They also never showed that they were delivered, which basically threw off all the scheduling we were hoping to use the app for when it was time to remind us to harvest and to do maintenance. Eventually, you get into a groove and you know your plants pretty well, and you kind of no longer need to refer to the app. But for those starting out, it would be great if the Lettuce Grow app was just a little bit more intuitive and accurate. Additionally, if you change your watering or maintenance day or delay harvest, that's different from the app. So these are all manual updates that you'll have to keep making yourself within the app. Now, it makes sense because the farm stand can't technically recognize the status of your seedlings, and it makes broader assumptions based on time and when items are delivered to you. There are some cool features to the app like Plant ID, where you can take a picture of your plant and the app will actually recognize it. But at least on iOS, I find the app to be buggy and honestly more of a nuisance to use. I'm looking forward to more updates on the app and excited to see more user-recommended content, like how to harvest the seedlings that are ready and keeping better track of your seedlings. The farm stand is an upfront investment, and if you're comparing dollars to what you grow, it will take a while to make back what you initially paid for it. The farm stand starts at $399 plus an additional $250 for glow rings if growing indoors, and it goes up to $700 more. Our particular model with 18 plants and ring lights retails at somewhere around $800. You'll also have to pay for supplies, plant food, grow cups, seedlings, etc. regularly. There are occasional sales and discounts that Lettuce Grow offers, but the farm stand is more expensive than building or buying a different kind of hydroponic system. That being said, I truly think this is a unique product that they offer. At the end of the day, you're paying more for ease of use and the convenience of having an all-in-one system. We wanted to try farming and growing plants without the messiness and complexities of soil and water and timing that traditional gardening deals with. I ultimately love being able to do quick maintenance each week on my plants and feel rewarded when I eat and share what we grow with our family and friends. For what it is, I'm truly impressed with the Lettuce Grow Farmstand, and I can't wait to see what else we grow next. Let me know what you think of the Lettuce Grow in the comments below. I'm Lita from the Sypnotix, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! So the other day, I was on a Zoom call at work, and I just dropped everything I was saying, and I told them, subscribe.